All right. I should play some fucking music until people get here or something. Maybe we should try that. Like intro music. A little intro music for when people hop in. Make people feel good. How's everybody's day going? Sorry about the noise in the background. I have the landscapers are here, which could not be avoided. I need them here very badly. Under 7, I love it. Yeah, I see that being an extremely low scoring game, Cousin Kate. Extremely low scoring game. Like, can it find its way to like a 3-1? Or is it just that game going to be living so with how the Giants are hitting, how are you going to trust them to get anything? Both of these lineups are hitting to get anything done. You at least have the first few innings free from the Brewers lineup with Long on the hill and how bad they've been against lefties. So nerfy people, I'm surprised there's not nerfy people clamoring from the rooftops to take the nerfy in Brewers, Milwaukee. I should write that. Where are the nerfy people and scream it and call it? Nerfy people. How about that Cubs Pirates over 10? The Cubs and the Pirates? Oh, the other day. Yeah. Single-handedly, huh? The 21-0 game. Barrows kind of sketches me out so inconsistent. Yeah. I think like the downward movement on his fastball will be very helpful in this matchup. I can see a lot of easy ground balls. Let's see. I think the Blue Jays lineup is going to start stringing together more runs. They've kind of been hitting well all season, but have been really bad with runners in scoring position. I saw some stat. It's just like situational. The hits are just not lining up for them. And at some point, I think they have to. Oh, yes, I can flip the camera. Damn it. So off my game with that. Somebody has to tell me every time. I didn't know Fred. I didn't know there was no Fred. Giants Brewers under 4 first 5 innings. Yeah, similar theme. I can get on board with that as well. The scariest part of that under 7 is the Giants bullpen. That's the scariest part. Because we should be back to having. Oh, and there's no Hader or Williams either. Okay. So I can see, you're under 4 first. I like that. That makes sense. Luckily, both these lineups stink right now. I wonder if that's like something you really got to flag. Like, is this Brewers lineup, like the Rays lineup, the White Sox in general? Are these things you're worried about? I'm going to the Cards game today. Wasn't going to miss Scherzer back home today. Oh, that's sweet, Carson. Have a good time, brother. That price is getting wide for me just because of how many strikes Mikolas has been throwing. Long road trip for the Mets. You can see lazy at bats. I have Cards plus 1.5. I like that, Nikki. I like that. What is the price on that? I like that. With that being said, Birds ML. Yeah, I'm looking. I think the best I'm seeing right now is I think I saw like a plus 142 or something that I was thinking of grabbing. I was hoping it would get a little higher. I also like the Astros money line today a lot. I don't know. I'll tell you no about that one. Lefty versus the Rangers, minorly worrisome for me. Night Train, Marty Lane. Marty, my boy. Angels, I would prefer that side. Bieber is like the best pitcher in the AL, but he's not pitching wonderful right now. I think his stats are a lot better than the actual pitching. He is so dirty, though. Lorenzen's going to match him. Guardians lineup, I can't believe I just called him that for the first time. Indians lineup continues to regress. I have a hard time thinking that lineup can keep that up unless some other bats like Bobby Bradley or something emerge as well. There's no way they're going to keep up their production. Their bullpen really sucks too. That's the biggest problem with the Indians. Their bullpen is a dumpster. It's an absolute dumpster. Taking the Angels now at this price, minorly scary. I mean, you're fading the best pitcher in the AL at a favorite price with a team that's not very good. I do think the Angels are a better team, though, better bullpen. As long as Lorenzen can pitch reasonably well, I think they should win that game. That's expensive, though. Minus 130 for the Cards, plus 1.5. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be looking to take the money line. Charles Oliveira. That's my little brother. Mavericks. Andrew Nielsen, I'm so conflicted on that. In games 2 and 3, and even parts of game 4, the Mavs look like by far the best team in the series. It looks like they don't even belong. Like it's just an insurmountable wave that there's no way the Jazz are going to be able to keep up with. This is a version of the Jazz that needs to get blown up. I can see if you want to take the minus 150, I trust someone like Jalen Brunson to respond. The leadership on that team, Luka, a winner. They have a lot of winners on that team. You generally expect them to respond. My issue is that they're the by far more inexperienced team. And at some point, I don't know, man, Donovan Mitchell can just put his head down. Just put his head down and win the series. If the Jazz win the next 2, I'd be like, okay. Will be interesting to see how they respond, right? Those 2 huge missed free throws from Dwight Powell. How do they respond? I would tend to lean that they respond well, but then you got to lay the 3 or you got to go minus 150, minus 150, 60%. So you got to be thinking like they respond 65, 70% of the time. No, I don't really think so. I don't think I can take the Mavs and think that it's a smart bet, but I would lean maybe that direction. I just don't think the Jazz are very good, but I do think they have the matchup at guard when push comes to shove if it's a close game. I have Angels money line. Yeah, I can understand it. Shane McClanahan, best pitcher in the AL. I don't think so. I think that's a little crazy this quick. We got to see more adjustments. The top of the Red Sox lineup hits him every single time. So I think there's got to be there's adjustments that are going to be made. Nick Plouffe, how confident are we in the Blue Jays? I mean, I have a unit on them. I don't think the Red Sox are very good. And I think the Blue Jays hitting, like eye test wise, kind of passes for me. I just need to see them string hits together in the more optimal sequences, and that's just going to happen over time. I don't know. I think it's like a slight edge. I like how Berrios matches up because tailing on his fastball and stuff, he can induce a lot of ground balls. That's generally how you want to get the Red Sox out, I think. You like taking ground ball guys versus the Red Sox for better or for worse. I don't know. I always peg that. So that kind of jumped off the page to me. I don't really care that people are bringing it back towards a pick'em. I mean, opening at minus 135, minus 140 range, something in there is there's going to be buyback. But I'll take Berrios. How bad were his 2 starts? Yeah, it's not that bad. Generally improving. I'll take Berrios. I think they're a much better team. And the biggest part, too, it's another one where the bullpen is just a freaking turd. The Boston bullpen is a turd, and I don't think the arms in there are ever going to become not turds. There's not really one arm I trust besides Whitlock, and he's the way they're going to use him is they're going to find a way to screw that up because they're just going to ask too much of him. They're going to ask him to do 1.5 million different things and fix the whole bullpen. He can't fix the whole bullpen. What about the Astros today? I just don't want to pay minus 140 to take. I don't think the Astros are very good. I'm going to come out and say that just to start off with. I don't think they're very good. Personally, I just don't think you're going to continue to get so much production out of Alvarez. I don't know. I don't think they're that good at baseball. No Quan, yep. I think no Fred VanVleet is the biggest out of the day. He's the most important person missing today. Phillies Rockies over 8.5. If you I think the Rockies and the under are more correlated and the Phillies and the over are more correlated. It seemed so this is a rematch of a couple of weeks ago, right? It was this or a week ago, whatever, in Colorado. I took the Phillies based on the handicap that I didn't think the Rockies would be able to hit Gibson that well. And I thought the Phillies lineup will make Freeland work. Generally, they're a patient lineup, and Freeland needs to nibble at corners, stuff like that. So I figured higher pitch count, they'll get to him, some of which happened, but I thought Freeland did a pretty decent job. And the Phillies lineup is absolute shit right now. They don't work together at all. It's all like isolated little pieces. They're not a team to me, the Phillies, at this particular moment. I think Gibson also, it seemed like he had no control of his cutter whatsoever. I was trying to look up the usage on it yesterday. He's rendered useless on the cutter. What percentage of the time is he throwing this cutter? Because that cutter seemed like it was shit. It seemed like he literally had no idea what he was doing. He stopped throwing it for like a good portion of the game. What percentage of the fucking time do you throw your cutter, dude? So he's throwing it 23% of the time, and he had to basically abandon it. So that's pretty rough. I don't know, man. It seems like a spot the Phillies should win, but if a gun to my head, I was going to lean under. I was leaning that Freeland would just figure it out and that this price is too wide. That's personally what I thought. I think this price is too wide, and I think the Brewers price is probably a tad wide as well, just a little bit wide as well. So I was leaning like the under and the Phillies the under and the Rockies with a gun to my head. Rockies money line is too wide in my opinion. I agree, Carson. Noah Borelli, what's up, my brother? Give me some D-backs first five with Merrill Kelly shoving. This thing got wide. It got wide in a hurry. I agree with you on that. It's up to like plus 175-ish you can get on the D-backs. I don't know. I wanted to find a way onto him, especially with Merrill Kelly and how well he's been pitching, which we pegged at the beginning of the season. He was somebody whose stock we wanted to buy. Unfortunately, I'm not sure he's been getting run support. But I don't think they're going to win. That would be my problem. Who should get daddy? I don't like the Dodgers run line, really. I mean, I guess I think they're going to end up winning, so I don't hate it. I just can't fucking get around to how we're going to hit Walker Buehler well enough. I guess he just self-implodes like he's really good at it. It's only gone 5 innings a few times this year. I don't know, man. I don't hate you for doing it. I just couldn't bring myself around to getting there. Merrill Kelly about to get lit up today. Yeah, he doesn't have like a super electric stuff. But he's pitching well, man. Bro, what's your deal with the Mets? You always fade them and you always lose. I bet on the Mets yesterday. And on the premise that I think they're like a top 3 team in baseball. So I'm not sure, man. I mean, we bet against them with Humberto Castellanos, got it right, and then we bet on them yesterday. So the Mets are one of the few teams I think I'm actually pegging well this season. I haven't been doing great across baseball, but I think I've been pegging the Mets pretty well. Dodgers -1. Is Garrett Whitlock available today? Good question. Let's see. That we can figure out pretty easily. He is. I think they never pitch him back to. He's not even on. Why don't the bullpen things don't even list him as it because he started last time out? That's so annoying. What did he start like 2-3 days ago? They don't pitch him on back-to-back days. Devin Williams probably out. Yeah, I think Devin Williams. And so that would be the bullpen is where that under gets scary because I don't think anything happens on the front end between the Giants and the Brewers. So if you're afraid of the bullpen, that under 4 that somebody said didn't seem like the worst thing ever for the first 5. Yeah, no Devin Williams or Josh Hader. That Kyle Schwarber thing was hilarious yesterday, by the way, with the ump. That was way outside. Celtics plus money. I don't know if there's plus money left on the Celtics, but with how they're playing defense relative to how the Nets, like even at their best point, can play defense, that makes sense. Pels plus 6.5 and Golden State money line. What do you think? Those are on different days, right? So the Pels against the Suns next game out. I don't hate. I never hate paying. We put 2 units on the Pelicans yesterday. I understand. I don't like it as there. That could be a response game. I don't know whether is Booker going to come out of the woodwork and play. Golden State money line. I understand. Although I will say, like depending on what the price is, Golden State is playing some ass backward shit basketball. Is not good basketball. Their guard play is just bailing them out because it's so superior to everybody else. That's why I said lead Nuggets yesterday. It's bad basketball, dude. Just like going around a screen and chucking up like a 30-foot three is not like, and that's like they're not running offense. I don't know. Personally, I don't think their ball movement looks very good. I think the Nuggets are playing better basketball. They're just so outmatched in the guard play department. It doesn't matter. Hammer Dodgers, maybe. I don't think there's much value there. Hook is solid. Hook is very solid. I like Hook a lot. Big Hook guy. I got lucky with Strohs yesterday. The rookie paying you deep. Yeah, I thought Toronto was the right side and then a plus money. Every time I see his picks, he's always fading the Mets. I don't know. Why are you talking about me in third person? I'm right here. 76ers spread or Gary Trent over 19.5. I like Gary Trent, especially in big games. Makes sense to me. 76ers spread, I don't know. I just like having James Harden on a team and laying that much money, laying that much of a spread in a game that doesn't really matter that much. I mean, I don't know. I also like am confused by why they play Embiid so many minutes. When they're up by, when you win a game by 30, what the fuck is Embiid doing in the game? Like for 39 minutes? What is he doing? What purpose does he have on there? Do you not see every single year he wears down the same way at the end of series, at the end of the playoffs? Just what are we doing? Stop that now. But Doc Rivers has no idea what he's doing. Nets -1 to play. I can't do it with how much better defense Celtics play. I mean, defense wins championships. I can't do that. I don't think they're going to wave the white flag. I think KD busts his ass off, but whether they can do it or not, I'm not sure. It kind of feels like very difficult. Gun to my head, I mean, taking the best player in the world is fine. I think no really, really smart people are going to be loading up on the Nets, I don't think. I don't hate it. I think you can wait if you want to take the Nets. Continue to wait. Giants +1.5, lock it in. Giants lineup should get the Burns. Giants over 2.5 runs seems short. I don't know. I don't agree with the Fangraphs. I saw that Baseball Savant stuff is projecting Burns to get hit. I'm not sure. I'm not loving how the Giants lineup's looking right now. Williams and Hader both pitched last night in the pitcher's duel against Phillies. Give me 3 runs from the Giants. They're batting around 250 as a team, better on the road. Yeah, I don't hate the idea of taking the Giants. I can see them winning like a 3-1 game or something like that. Both these offenses are playing so poopy to me right now. I don't care what they did against the Nats, what the Giants did against the Nats. I still don't like the way the lineup looks. And that's coming from a guy who thinks the Giants are like a top 2 team. And I think both these teams are like top 5 teams, and I just can't do the lineups right now. Not working together, not playing well. No way NBA and refs let Celtics win. Sweep. NBA will lose money. Nets better get it together. KD and Kyrie will be crucified if they actually get swept. The problem is there's just such a massive disparity in defense, Dustin Harris. It's such a wide disparity in defense. One team plays like the best defense in the NBA. One team doesn't really have the personnel to actually play competent defense. Mikolas is pitching. Have you seen his starts this year? Yeah, he's pitching well. Mikolas has been, I saw he was like at like 72, 73, something like that % first pitch strikes. He's forcing the issue. I like it. We've seen what people can do with a fastball. If you can fucking command your fastball at an elite level, I mean, look at Lance Lynn, dude. Look at Lance Lynn and what he's turned his career into. Giants are going to win. Yeah, I think that line's wide as well. Giants and Rockies both seem wide to me. A little disrespectful. Mavs money line. Yeah, I talked about that. I can't get myself there at this price in like the -150 range. We're talking 60% implied probability, Carlos Danger. How can we confidently say that? Just given this is a huge response spot, like Powell missing those free throws at the end of the last game. They look so much better for, 2 games and X minutes. But how do you respond? I think a Jalen Brunson led team probably responds well, but I don't know. Seems like a high percentage when at the end of games, why doesn't Donovan Mitchell just put his fucking head down and get to the rim at the end of games? That's what I would be doing the entire time at the end of the game. Jordan Clarkson needs to go take a seat. Reds continue to have the toughest schedule in the sport. Yeah. Things look bad in Cincinnati. Houston money line, I don't know. I don't want a lefty against the Rangers in that. I don't hate it, though. I mean, Framber, I guess, versus Dane Dunning. I don't think Houston's very good. Nah, I don't want it. I can see it if you want it. I like Framber Valdez a lot. I'm just not laying -140 with a lefty going to Texas right now. Silly argument. Everyone plays each other. 900. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Will you be on the Celtics today, bro? No, I won't. I love KD. I have a Sonics jersey, KD jersey over there. I love him. I don't really particularly like Jason Tatum. It just feels like such an uphill battle when the Nets are trying to close the deficit in those games. It's like you're watching, you're like if you had to bet on the Nets the other day, what would you have been saying the entire fourth quarter? Just like, dude, I don't have a fucking chance. I don't have a fucking chance here. Reds are what we thought the A's would be this year. I agree. The Reds are my worst team in baseball right now. If I'm taking Dane Dunning, I want plus 145-ish, not plus 125. I agree, Noah Borelli. If you're taking the rain there, that doesn't look enticing from a Rangers perspective at all. Whoa, I don't know what we're talking about here. Who you got, CS or C's and Nets tonight? Yeah, I mean, gun to my head, I'll take the Celtics. But I kind of do agree that they're probably going to call 1.5 million fouls. But they just play such better defense. I can't take the Nets after what we've been watching. Sure, the Nets can win. I just can't do it, personally. If I had to bet my house on what pick, what is it? Tobias Barkley, I wouldn't do that tonight if I were you. Do you have to? I'd take the Jays. Slate is rough today. I agree, Ryan Caps a lot. A good learning day, though. There's a couple spots like that Shane Bieber, Michael Lorenzen game is a fucking awesome game. And I'd love to see if the Raptors can get it done. I like this Raptors core. They're learning a lot of lessons for next year. When you're watching this, I think you're watching like the Raptors. This is the start of a team that's going to be really, 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 really good at some point. We said it at the beginning of the season, and there's been nothing that I've seen trajectory-wise this season that's made me think any different. Fred VanVleet, I didn't know Fred was already going to be out because I was wondering why it was plus 280 or something after watching the game the other day. But what are we going to do? What are we going to do sometimes? Day of the dog in MLB? Maybe. I think if you took I don't know. I'm looking to snipe them. I'm hoping people are just going to continue to walk right down the aisle on the Mets. And this gets wider and wider and wider. Because I actually like the fact if Miles Mikolas can throw a bunch of first pitch strikes and stuff like that to the Mets, I think that'll lend him success. I can see them getting lully, especially coming back from Arizona. You're just in Phoenix. Stopping through shitty St. Louis on the way home. Little lazy day. You got your ace out there. You got your guard down, and he's just pumping strikes in, strike after strike after strike. Keep you on your back foot. I like that. I like that narrative. That sounds good to me. I can convince myself of that one. Jazz first half. I don't know, man. If you want to play the Jazz, I completely fucking understand it. You're just playing institution, right? You're playing institution, and you're playing Donovan Mitchell just not being able to stop Donovan Mitchell at the end of the game. So I completely understand that. First half, I mean, Donovan Mitchell will come out. I'm Donovan Mitchell. Just put your fucking head down, dude. I'm so confused. I don't know. I know you're not that good, but just put your fucking head down. Jarrell Gem, 87, Raptors money line, dude. I know. I wanted it so bad. It's hard without Fred. I still don't hate it, though. I still don't hate it, but I can't tell anybody else to do that. I'm not telling anybody to do anything, but I can't say I think this is a smart thing for other people to do. You got to be a dreamer. If you're taking the Raps today, you're a dreamer. You got to be a dreamer. Raptors and Mavs, I understand for sure. Astros money line. Man, people love this Astros money line. I kind of just was like, I'm not paying that price and just walked right by it. Let's dive a little. Can we dive a little deeper? So significant edge from Baseball Savant. They don't really think anybody's going to be able to hit Framber. We don't think Garcia can. Simeon. We don't think these guys can. Garver, Solak. These are bats that can hit him, no? Might be a little crazy. Am I being a little crazy? Everybody projects Yordan Alvarez like he's fucking Babe Ruth. It's ridiculous. When I watch that guy hit, there's so many holes and people just throw him easy pitches all the time. Padres by murder. Well, I don't know who they're playing. Are they tomorrow? Marty McFly? Cleveland first 5, books disrespecting Bieber. I don't know. I mean, it's just action pouring in on the Angels. I know smart people that are on the Angels. It's literally action pouring in on the Angels. I don't think anybody's disrespecting anybody, Hugh Foot. I think they opened it with Bieber as like a minus 120, minus 125, something like that, right? And it just flipped. So I think it's just like a landslide of money coming in on the Angels. What do you think about Dogecoin? I don't know. Meme stuff has a better chance than on the other ones, just because meme culture actually wins. So no raps. I don't know, Nolan Stevenson. It just doesn't seem very fucking. You're kind of expecting the Sixers to be a little bit tired, to not quite show up to all these things, maybe looking ahead. You're expecting, I don't know. It's tough. You're right. Watch out for those Rangers when they play nice baseball at home. Yeah, I don't know. I just like them. I like the at-bats they have against lefties. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I'm going to continue to hold that thesis till I see otherwise. You kind of have to hold the thesis as well with the Rockies, right? After when you watch them against left-handed pitching, getting guys like Joe out, Crone, Joe, like from they're real. Those X factor pieces really play up against left-handed pitching. So I don't really think the Rockies lineup against left-handed pitching is fluky. Like the more you watch it, you're like, man, these guys aren't throwing that poorly against you. You're really good at hitting lefties. Carson Raptors +8, definitely understand it. Damn it, there's like no way I could ever take the Nets, by the way. The more I think about it. How do you do that? You know? I guess you can't. You really got to love dreaming. Pain and dreaming. Maybe I should just definitely lean the Celtics. I mean, I just can't. I can't. If you lose with defense, you lose with defense. It's just the way it goes. You lose with defense in current form, then you take it on the chin and you say, "See you later, Lucy." Luka was kind of slow on D in Game 4. Yo, Luka likes his little Debbie's, Marty Lane. We talk about it all the time. He's a little fat boy. You ever see what's that movie with the fat camp where they're all stuffing chocolate bars in their pillowcases? Something camp. I don't know, whatever the fuck it's called. It's a hilarious movie. That's what Luka does from the trainers. I guarantee Luka's munching on a Snickers bar right now. Oh, I'm going to get hungry. He loves his fucking food, dude. He just does. I like the Raptors, and I'm a 76ers fan. Yeah, I don't know. You guys are just good for a good old letdown spot. Pretty tough beat on Blue Jays yesterday, but Kuchi did not pitch well. He did not. Nice read there, Marty. He did not. Marty knows his current form on starting pitchers. Celtics, 76ers, Jazz. Hey, I could see it Penn State, I guess. Giants money line, understood there. That seems wide, just placed on a pure value play. Seems wide. It's just going to be a lot of innings on the Giants bullpen that I don't think is very good. So that's where, fuck. Am I talking myself out of the under? These lineups suck so bad when watching them. I don't know, man. I love the Brewers, but like Andrew McCutchen and like the 4 and shit is just unexcusable at this point. I just don't know how these lineups can hit fucking anybody. These lineups couldn't hit me. I have Cleveland +1.5. Why do you have to pay for that payday, Rel? I had a drug dealer named Rel in the back in the day. Brought up a lot of memories with that. I wish my co-host was here. We would have a good laugh, payday, Rel. You didn't happen to used to live in New York, did you? Service, maybe like Upper Manhattan. Thoughts on low total with Mets cards over under 6.5? It went down that much. I would rather 6.5. You're seeing a 6.5. The last I checked, it was 7.5, or maybe even 8. I saw 8. Hugh Fit. If you can get a 6.5, you take that over right now. If you have a 6.5 on your book and you can get an over on 6.5, take it right now. Undoubtedly, tons of value in that. Just take it. Just take it. Scoop it up. Heavyweights, poor Luka. Heavyweights, yes, Joseph Ebert. Yes, Heavyweights. What a fucking good movie. Yeah, poor Luka. I don't know, man. I mean, poor him. I guess it's like stop fucking eating dingalings or whatever the fuck they're called. Like moon pies, no more moon pies. No more moon pies. Whoopie pies, whatever those things are called, with the cream in the middle and the 2 oatmeal raisin cookies. No more of those. No more of those. I'm still on that under, though. Yeah, I just don't. The lineups are so bad. I need to see those lineups turn for me, especially the Brewers against a lefty, like forfeit the first 2-3 innings anyway. So you got a 6-inning game for the Brewers, and then you got whatever for the Giants. I don't know, man. I have a hard time seeing how they're going to score much. Like mentally taxing games for the Brewers yesterday, too. These teams just always play such close under games. Jazz money line, I get it. If the Jazz win the next 2 games and send them Fat Luca packing home so he can eat his fucking whoopie pies in peace. 6.5 what? Yeah, I don't think 6.5 is really low. If there are 6.5s in that matchup, I think people, with how good the Mets and the Cardinals lineups have been, I think people would be taking that. I've watched Scherzer pitch. He hasn't looked fucking dominant to me. I get the stats look good. He hasn't looked dominant to me. How do you feel about this? Dodgers money line, Mavericks money line, and New York money line. I hate it. Rye guy, I hate that. Sorry. I don't mean to say it like that, but I would be surprised if that wins. I'm still on it. Those are all teams I don't think there's a ton of value on. So maybe you win, but I don't think there's much value on any of the 3 that you're throwing out there. Personally, I can see the Dodgers one I like the best. I get the Mavericks one. I think I'd lean that way just because I trust Jalen Brunson, but like I'm hoping and a wishing. The experience, institutional factor lies with the Jazz. The NBA probably wants to promote the Mavericks more. I mean, this Jazz team, they just need to blow up. It's so unlikable too. Rudy Gobert is the most unlikable person ever. Actually, Walker Buehler is probably the most unlikable person ever. I'm still on unders. It's Monday and a lot of overs. Huh. So you're not – Payday Rel is not Rel, who used to live on in Brooklyn and service Midtown, Upper East Side. Okay. Nets money line, no. I mean, you love KD. If you love KD, I get that. Guardians money. The defense is such a massive disparity. KD and Kyrie have to play such fuck you basketball. I guess Jason Tatum could come out and throw one in the ocean. He's been good to boot a game. I can see him just not showing up. I guess that's tough. I like defense in the playoffs. Guardians money line. The Indians money line is I don't know. Shane Bieber at plus money against the Angels. I mean, I fucking perfectly understand it. I think the Angels are going to win personally, but I can definitely understand that take. I definitely get where you're coming from. I think the other team's going to win, but value-wise, I think you're fine. You're fine right there. I think the Indians lineup is going to probably regress to what we thought it was earlier in the season and just be like a bottom 5 lineup. That lineup's fucking you can convince yourself of whatever you want. Just stop it. Birds Mets is 6.5 on Bovada over it. Is that me hating my straw from getting in a trash argument with my fans the other day? Who knows? Mets Cards 6.5 on DraftKings, brother. Over at -120. What the fuck is going on? Did something happen? Is there what's the weather? Hold on. Let's do a weather check. What the fuck is going on, bro? 6.5? Is the wind blowing in at 600 miles an hour? No, it says it's going to be blowing left to right at about 10. I think it's going to get caught up in the whale winds. Are we going to get caught up in the whale winds? I don't know, man. That seems crazy to me. 6.5? What are we doing? What are we doing here? I mean, yeah, I'll take it. I mean, what am I going to do? What in a Midwest summer? I mean, I guess it's only 50-something degrees at game time, but it's the Midwest. It's summertime. What are we doing? What are we doing? Tobias Harris, dub, 76ers win. Luka, dub. Mavs win, Celtics money line. Luka Dub. Does that mean he rub his tummy after he eats a burger tonight? He is such a chubby. Well, I hope they're assists because his fat ass getting 10 rebounds is okay. You've gone too far, Jake. I have gone too far. My bad. You're very right. Wait, Dustin Harris, Scott Foster is reffing tonight in Nets game? ? He will let Nets win. Tic-tacking fouls on Celtics. I can see that. What the fuck? TikTok banning you again? No, Matthew Markland, we're here. We should be here, brother. I highly dislike Gobert. He's so dislikable. He definitely is. I'm going to the cards games. I'll bring you a dub. Trevor Saunders, you'll bring us a dub? It's Jason Tatum's mom's birthday. Whoa, Marty Lane. Come in with the Spitfire. Very nice, Marty. Now, is that a good or a bad thing? Can we get a vote on a show of hands? Is that a good or a bad thing? Do you think he will be more locked in and do something to celebrate his mom's birthday? Or you think he's going to be like worrying about something else, doing whatever? I kind of think that would be a thing in the Celtics direction. You service the Orlando area. Payday Rel, you're the man, dude. You gotta hang out here. Please tell me you chill here. It's come back. It's nice here in St. Louis. Okay, I like that. Pretty nice in St. Louis. We got a couple of St. Louis kids. 60 degrees and light wind. Mr. Flips, listen to you. About what? I'm taking the overs all day. I was at Cardinals versus Dodgers against Scherzer last year. We got 3 hits against him. That's funny. Similar team. Although a lot of young guys. You'd think that your lineup, yeah, that's hard to give a comp. You know, they're a lot older now. Listen, I'm going to give you a free pick. Mr. Flips, tell us. Double-double. I know what double-double is. I know. I'm just making jokes about Lewis. Luka looks like a fat kid. Like that flush red he gets on his face and stuff is like from fat kids. He just does. Mr. Flips, are you fucking with us? I think you're fucking with us. No way Nets lose, says Leak Boy. And Nitrate Marty Lane says he'll be more locked in. Now, if you say no way Nets lose because the refs are going to give it to them and you're a conspiracy theorist like me, then okay. But if you say no way Nets lose based on X's and O's on the basketball court, I might have to say, sure. Can you please step to the back of the line and come back in? Come back through, sir. I think it will be more locked in. I can see it. I can see Jason Tatum being more locked in. It makes sense. Can you get better internet? Dude, no, I can't. I live in the mountains in Las Vegas. This is what they offer. Actually, in Las Vegas, in Summerlin, they only offer one internet. So you get Cox. You could pay for the best type of Cox there is, and your internet still just eats bags of dick. NBA need the ratings. I can see that. Great writing, terrible Wi-Fi. Yeah, man. I do have good handwriting. I appreciate that. But yeah, dude, it's just nothing I can do about it. I live in Summerlin. Like right next to Red Rock is right out my window. There's just nothing I can do about it. I pay for the best service there is. You like Jays minus 122? I do, Ralph Robertson. I think Berrios, the tailing fastball, induces ground balls. I think the Jays lineup is more time, is 10% more timely hitting away from everybody talking about can you stop this Jays lineup? With the name Espinal and some of these other guys and Collins and stuff are hitting on top of everything they have, like Lourdes and it's so much. There's so much, man. They kind of pass the eye test when they're at the plate for me personally. It's your Wi-Fi, bud. My stream is fine. Yeah. Oh, for the other guy. Oh. Okay. Cardinals, Mets under 6.5 is guaranteed. I can't do that, Mr. Flips. I would rather be on the other side. I'm sorry. I swear Luka's face looked more bloated than normal in Game 4. Yeah. Well, I think he's just fat. Sox money line. Lee Diesel. I like the Jays personally. Do you have a theory on why? Do you think Eovaldi just chucks? I think the Sox are also coming off a tough series with the Rays where they lost some tight games at the end of them. I'm just not liking the Red Sox juju. I kind of think the Red Sox might not be good. I have some problems. They're starting to drop in my power rankings like a brick in the ocean. I'm saying with you, there isn't a sports being rigged conspiracy. I can't talk to you. There's just so much money in it now. So I like yesterday, that gave me so much more comfort taking the Pelicans for 2 units that like they definitely want that series to go long. So I was like super helpful. You saw it in the game. It definitely, I mean, Chris Paul's just a douche too, like we keep saying. But yeah, I mean, that definitely helped. Definitely helped. And Tatum is due for a good shooting game. I think he's played well defensively, but hasn't shot the best. He's rebounded really well too, Lee Diesel. I've been impressed by his rebounding in the playoffs. Giants nerfy, Giants Brewers nerfy, Goop gambles. Yeah, that's what I got to note. If there's nerfy people, I don't do nerfies, but nerfy people, that's a pretty good matchup for the nerfy. Unless you think, I think it's more likely that Burns gives up just an early one or something on like an off pitch or something, and then Long. I think Long will hold them scoreless for a few innings. Tatum scored 39 last game. Yeah, he scored 39 shut off. He took a million fucking shots. I mean, if you take that many shots, you can score 39 too. I promise you. Go to your next pickup game and take every single shot in the game and see how many points you get. You'll have quite a few at the end. Birds, Cards, and Jays. I like. Oh, we're talking just taking the birds for the birds. Hey, you know what song I miss? Yeah, you know what song I miss? Hold on a second. On that note, I don't know why I just thought about it, but I'm gonna play a song for you because I like the way you're thinking right now. I like the way you're thinking. L. Scott, I got a little something for you. Need better efficiency out of them. Yeah, I mean later in the playoffs they do. They might not against this fucking crazy defective Nets team. Want to hear a crazy fact? I would love it. I love fucking trivia. I used to when I lived in the city. Me and my friends used to do trivia all the time. This is for you, L. Scott. Red Sox pitching is awful. It's so fucking bad, dude. As a whole, the Red Sox have like a bottom 7 pitching staff for sure, and that's why I'm just like it's falling apart. Bullpen might be thin today. The Red Sox. Yeah, I mean the bullpen's not looking great. It doesn't look that bad though. Dykeman might be a little crappy if you bring him in. I don't think it's that bad. I think the Jays are okay when I check them too. I mean, no David Phelps, no Yimi Garcia. I can do without those two. My life's not going to end. Jordan Romano pitched like shit anyways, too. I think we get like 6, 7 solid ones. The thing about the Jays bullpen to me, it really doesn't matter who comes in because they're all fucking exactly the same to me. No one's that good. But I think they're all better than the Red Sox shitty bullpen. So it has to be some kind of edge for Toronto, however big you want it to be. And then I think we have a slight edge just pitching matchup-wise. And I think we have the better lineup. So I think there's an edge in all departments. Minus 122, I'll take it. The line movement, I'm not afraid of the line movement at all. That was birds flying high, if you could hear it. That was birds flying high, you know how I feel. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Little Jim Jones? Is that Jim Jones? That's got to be Jim Jones, right? Lil Wayne, Joel Santana, and Jim Jones, no? Maybe it's just Lil Wayne and Joel's. Why did I think Jim Jones was on that? Or is he on the Ballin'? Mets, Cards, nerfy thoughts? Nah, I'm all right on that. I don't want these nerfies. I don't have much of an opinion on many of them, but I like the lineups, yo. Big fan of the Mets and Cards lineup as of the moment. With the way the best hitters in the Cards lineup are hitting, they're dangerous to get through the whole way through without leaving up damage. Even if you're Max Scherzer, in my opinion. Red Sox pitching is awful. It's quite awful. We all hate the Red Sox pitching. We also have a bunch of people that watch the Red Sox. Giants, Rockies, Blue Jays. Lock that in. I could do Blue Jays. I can do Rockies. I can do Giants. George GZZ. I like Yiksamish. I like. Yeah, I could do that. I think there's value on the first two. I think there's value on all three. I'm a Sox fan, so can't bet against them, but their pitching is absolutely horrible. Starting pitching isn't great. Bullpen isn't horrible, though. See, Marty Lane, I had convinced myself of the same, and then I'm like, wait, Matt Barnes sucks. I think Josh Taylor has a pretty low ceiling. I kind of was like, I was thinking the same thing when I did my preseason. And the more I watch them, I'm like, I kind of think all these guys suck individually. Hansel Robles, never been convinced of. I mean, we're like, I'm supposed to get stoked about Matt Strom and fucking Hira's Sawamura. Like, I can't, though. So it's tough on me. What up, Credit Joe? How are you, brother? Since 1990, 90% of first inning baseball games have had a run. Mr. Flips, I don't know what that means, but that can't be true. There'd be no bet called the Nerfy. It would just be called the Yerfy, right? Or I'm reading that wrong. I have to be reading that wrong. 508. Is that a zip code, area code? Or are you throwing out your area code? I think I'm 702. What time do you usually stream? 1 p.m. Pacific. I do earlier on weekends. I try and do 9:30 or 10 on weekend. So we can like talk about shit, but always by 1, unless I'll like on the post for the day, I'll tell you if I have something else I need to do and I can't post. But unless I'm like on vacation or something, I've really been trying to stream every day. Because we usually actually come to like the best conclusions in the chat. I feel like a lot of plays, like we got to the D-backs the other day against the Mets, which is nice. This helps me a lot as well. Maxi player prop, I can see that. What prop means, points, rebounds, assists, I assume. I like Tyrese Maxey. He's playing with a lot of confidence. I don't even care that Jordan Poole had a bad game the other game too. I think he just hurt his hand too. But I like the confidence those young guys are playing with. Big fan of that. Boston pitcher has half the ERA though. Eovaldi and Berrios. I mean, Berrios had, let up 4 runs while recording like no outs or 1 out in his first start. So there's no spring training. It's a big variable. I think that's probably why I'm down so many fucking units this baseball season so far. Is it like I'm not accounting for how big a factor short spring training was. That was massive. These guys, a lot of these, especially younger if you see like a lot of the older veteran pitchers are having a lot more success because they know how to handle this kind of adversity, deal with things on the fly, change things up. Maybe some young guys that are very set in routines really needed that time to like iron things out or whatever before the season. Got to go through things now. Whatever, Berrios is still relatively younger. His starts have progressed better and better and better each time out. I don't love the fact that he gave up like 8 hits, 1 run last time out over 6 or something like that. Means he battled, but also means maybe some regression coming, whatever. I don't know. I think they're better at every level for me. The Jays are just better at every level. I think the Jays are the best team in our division by a sizable amount. I don't think it's that close. And I think that'll probably end up playing out by the end of the season. I'm so out on the Rays lineup, I can't tell you. Trading Austin Meadows, they're going to look back at it and be like, that was one of the dumbest. I don't care if they're his contract was about to be up, you're poor or whatever. I think Austin Meadows is fucking awesome. 76ers spread, can't do it, Lee Diesel. I don't trust James Harden. I've been looking at over under 2.5 home runs, and it would be worth a straight bet for every game tonight. What, they just set like over under 2.5 per game? I don't know. I've never looked at any stats on that. So I have no idea. Whitlock is the real deal, though. Agreed, AA Ron. They got a guy. They got the one guy. Yitzamish. We got one. Hey, where's well? This is so long. I've been out there forever. Oop. We got one. Jays -1, Dallas money line. Dodgers money line thoughts. The Jays -1.5 is what you're saying, or -122, or I don't know what the -1 is. I don't know. I don't know why you have to do that. I mean, run lines, I guess I could see that. I don't know. That division-wide AL East games are tight, but I mean, I guess I don't know. I personally just don't think there's value on the other two. Like Dodgers at -190, there's value. They win the game like 75% of the time opposite of Merrill Kelly. I'm not sure with his current form. And then the Mavs at -150. Yeah, I don't think there's a ton of value there. I do think they're going to win. I would rather take them. Just as the dreamer I am, I hope Jalen Brunson gets far enough. But you don't really want to go against the institution at like a 70% clip for them to win this game for you to have any edge. That's my right guy. That's where I have talked. Why do we have to do a 3-team parlay? You seem very locked into this idea of a 3-team parlay. Is this a must? Jays is lock of the year. I just so you know, if it's like a tick or something, bro, I'm fucking so inclusive. I drive around my block to check my garage every single time, no matter what, if I don't have the dogs in the car. So, you know what I mean, dude? I got that little OCD tick as well. Jays is lock of the year. I mean, that's you got more confidence than I do, but I do think they're a good investment today. There's no such thing as locks in baseball. There's no such thing as locks in life, just in general. I would never put all my eggs in any basket in life, ever. Just anything. Literally anything. I can't think of one thing. Maybe your parents' love. You know? Maybe you can put a lock on your parents' love. I mean, I don't know. Garrett Cole and Berrios both got shit on first starts, but don't let the numbers change your mind right now. Yeah, I don't. I just think, really weird season. Baseball is a weird game as it is. I like how Berrios' fastball matches up with the Red Sox bats. I personally think Berrios is really good. Like, I think he's a better pitcher than Eovaldi at this point. Eovaldi, it's just the wear on Eovaldi is he's gonna start falling apart real. See, already you can see they've got a lot of money out of that contract actually. Put them in a parlay, won yesterday, sprinkle some for fun. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, if it's just like a little fun money kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just don't, that's a pretty consistent theme on this channel. We're not big parlay peeps. Parlay peeps. Man, somebody should make a thing with that, with the peeps. And like, I feel like that would be if somebody wants to do marketing for themselves. Make a little parlay peeps. Man, I want this Cardinals. I want to see plus 150 on the Cardinals. That's what I want. Give me plus 150 and I'll be dancing. I'll do a little backflip. I just think that it's a game like the Cards grid out somehow. Like a 4-3, a 5-3, a 5-4. That's what I personally believe. Now, tomorrow for basketball, I will tell you one thing I'm looking at, because I know this team is such a Dudaransky kind of team. I'm looking at the Hawks money line. I know it's crazy. I think Hawks money line is an interesting one tomorrow. I think Hawks interest me quite a bit. I think the Grizzlies win, like for sure. But we'll see. All right. It looks like the stream slowed down. Anybody got any last questions before I hop out of here? I'm about to hit an hour. I like the Timberwolves, man. Yeah, I get it. Josh, my take. Ja, the fucking Grizz are better without Ja. I've been saying this for fucking months. Although our chat's pretty hip to it. I say it to a lot of other people, and they're like, look at me like I have 6 heads. It's like, dude, he's just so disruptive to the offense right now. Cards bullpen is rested and ready to go, but Hicks going tomorrow. They will need arms ready. Interesting way to think about it. That's true. A pretty deep bullpen, though, no? This is one rested bullpen, man. You can put in 2 hard days, Carson, with this bullpen right now. I think you have 2 hard days in you. Just stagger between the. I mean, you can pitch most of these guys back to back in both. So I don't think you're gonna have that bad of problems. Yeah, until Drew Verhagen and Wickren come in. Well, Nick Wickren sucks. I agree with you there. I think he's garbage. I thought he was garbage on the Indians. This recent little whatever batch of Indians relievers with like him, Klaus, crazy Karinchak. I'm not a big fan of really any of them that have come through. I mean, they're still pitching Brian fucking Shaw, dude. What are we doing out there? The Indians are a mess. That team stinks. Let's put them back where they belong. They stink. I'm going to finish up power rankings. Me and my buddy are going to do on Thursday. We'll do our podcast. We'll release our power rankings for the week. But I'll tell you this much. Guess who's going to be much lower than on most other people's charts? The Indians. Drew Verhagen, I don't know. Let's see how he readjusts to American hitters after going to Japan. I mean, it probably won't be great, but I don't know. Drew Verhagen, I always was like, yeah, whatever with this guy. I never thought he was like a net neggy. I thought he was just trying to figure it out, but I guess he's getting old. Oh, dude, I have USFL notes if you want them. Interesting. Lover to Trish. We probably do. When does USFL start? Maybe we'll have you on, dude. Maybe I can get you on the StreamYard or something. We could just do a quick USFL preview. You got, I guess, send me over the notes and then I will. Dude, NFL draft thoughts. Yes. Thank you. I will do because I could have made, if I just bet some better things for the NBA draft. I've never really done that shit. But I can do something with the NFL draft. I think I can make a winning ticket for the NFL draft. I do think I can do that. Somebody's going to be so fucking dumb with Kenny Pickett, dude. Somebody is going to be so goddamn dumb with Kenny Pickett. It's on week 3 of USFL. Oh, dude, DM me. Let's get a little, DM me. If we can make some money, I need to, with how bad my baseball this year. Yeah, let's do this. Carson, okay, let's talk about it on Wednesday then. Kenny Pickett stinks. Kenny Pickett stinks so fucking bad. I can't even begin to tell people how much Kenny Pickett stinks. That guy stinks to high heavens. He's so bad. The fact that I took them over Michigan State in whatever bowl still irks me. Okay, we'll do NFL draft stuff on Wednesday. Let's all come with some props. So everybody that's still here, we're over an hour in. Anybody that's still here is probably part of the crew. Like I'm talking core crew. Everybody's part of our crew. We're as fucking inclusive as they come. That's a one thing that I fucking love is that no matter nobody ever needs to say anything to anybody. Everybody here is just we all are just fucking fucking care about people. Okay, Jameson Williams under 10.5. Okay, wait. I gotta. I don't want any because I want to bring my own takes, and then we'll all go. We'll all do it together. So on Wednesday, let's bring a few takes. Hutchinson was minus 300. Whoa. Interesting. I fucking like this. Okay, let's do a little NFL draft. We'll all bring at least a few props. All right? And we'll talk about it on Wednesday because that'll be fun. That'll actually be mad fun. Let's definitely do that. I will have that for Wednesday. Props for Wed. I like that. Gives me 2 days to do a little deep dive in. Aiden Hutchinson at minus 300. Siakam over points. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good matchup, right? No matter, I mean, it's not like Georges Niang coming in off the bench causes them real problems. I have a Malik Willis first QB taken plus 250 from January. Nice job, Marty Lane, from the stuff I've heard about him. I mean, the pro day throw I didn't think was like as great as everybody else did, but I actually think Malik Willis, and there's just enough unknown with the Liberty shit to kind of make that pretty enticing, right? And who else? I mean, dude, if they watch Kenny Pickett and have a conversation with him, how could the fuck could you select that guy like anywhere in the first ever? Like, I would be like, dude, like, come on, man. That's not good. That's not good. All right, anybody on Malik might fit well with the Panthers, in my opinion. Didn't the Panthers just trade for a quarterback? Didn't they just get Garoppolo? Or was that a made-up like thing that Debo and Garoppolo there? Although I guess Matt Rule's smart enough to know that he was just absorbing Garoppolo. Wait, that was a made-up thing? Debo Samuel is not a Carolina Panther? Okay. All right. Made that up in my head. Panthers will probably take a QB at 6. I mean, you got to go fix the O-line. It doesn't matter who it is. Darnold was really, really bad, but he was seeing ghosts for a reason. So go get yourself an O-line, or it doesn't fucking matter who you take. I'm just going to take a quick peek at the mock draft. Anyone on last things for today before I roll out with the top back? A lot of O linemen early, huh? I would take Thibodeau pretty early, although a lot of injury history already. Ahmad Gardner's sick. From Cincinnati, he's sick. People have Travon Walker going number 1. Really? That Iowa State running back is going to be a gift to someone who Hall? Yeah, he's nice. What are your quick thoughts on the QBs? I'm trying to even think of who the fuck people are right now in my head. I'm like trying to find people. Jameson Williams will be a nice pick, I think. Drake London in the top 11 of whatever mock draft I'm looking at? That seems ridiculous. Kyle Hamilton, I like him, the safety for Notre Dame. I'm a fan of him. Jordan Davis, the defensive line. Well, everybody knows who the fuck he is. Fucking gigantor. Yeah, they have Malik Willis going number 1 this mock draft. Man, I got to do some research. There's so many fucking linemen in this draft. I don't love Jameson Williams. I like Williams more than London by a mile. Yeah, I mean, I don't love Jameson Williams. I like him more than that. Yeah. This is a poor draft. Like Chris Olave's. I would take Chris Olave before some of them. I like Chris Olave, actually. He runs good routes. Wow, dude. Dude, people have Matt Corral as the second going. Okay, so the word's kind of out on Kenny Pickett. Nobody wants him now, huh? I would take Olave before Williams. I think I would too. Yeah, I kind of like it. Carson, let's come with some props. I think it will make it interesting. There's so many linemen and shit. Maybe we can pluck something. Yeah, Breece Hall will be a nice little second-round pick for somebody. I agree with you there. I like this Wyoming linebacker too, Chad Muma. I was a big fan of him. Sky Moore is pretty good. Coming out of Western Michigan, I could see somebody taking him, being happy. Taking Desmond Ridder, I think you'd want to blow your fucking brains out. I think that's a wild man move to take Desmond Ridder. Like, crazy. Crazy. Why? I can't think of anything I wouldn't want to do more than that. This UTSA line cornerback is sick. Tariq Woolen, he's good. I'd be happy if I got him. Yeah, Kenny Pickett, okay, at 43 to the Hawks. The Hawks would take Kenny Pickett. Oh, my God. Replace Matt Ryan with Kenny Pickett. Please do it. I'll do anything if the Hawks select Kenny Pickett. One of my best friends is a fucking Falcons fan, too. It would be so hilarious. Carson, have a great time, brother. You are the one saying you were going, right? Yeah, Carson's going. Carson lives in St. Louis. Carson, fucking just tell me you're the one going so I know I'm not going crazy. I think there's a potential none of these QBs are starters in 5 years. Yeah, I agree. Terrible rookie QBs. Carson, have a fucking wonderful time, brother. Hope you have a great time, man. Report back on the vibe of the stadium tomorrow. Let us know what the juice is like in that place. Give us a 1 to 10 on the juice tomorrow. How juicy. Yeah, this is a fucking gross draft, man. This is a gross draft. I agree with you. Here. This is bad. This is definitely bad. A lot of projecting here. We're projecting quite a bit. I would just take a bunch of people off the Georgia defense. Call it a day. Like, oh, you went to Georgia last year? Yeah, okay. You can come on the team. Everybody else go home. Man, this is a shitty top 10. Ay. What is going on? Yeah, I mean, the Jaguars just have to take an O-lineman first, huh? Or just trade back. If you're them, just trade back. Nobody wants your pick this year. Yeah, okay. Maybe somebody wants to get Aiden Hutchinson and they can trade back. If I was the Jags, I'd trade out. They're not smart enough to do that. They might be. Kenny Pickett in Seattle would be hilarious. Him in the rain against UNC was way too funny. Carson, that would be fucking hilarious. Dude, he's oh my God. I love when he gets out of the pocket. A little Kenny Pickett out of the pocket. Nothing like it, huh? Fucking Kenny Pickett. Dude, there's no way, right? Like, dude, there's nobody's going to walk to their GM and be like, dude, I think this is where we take Kenny Pickett. At least until like the third or fourth, right? Like people are talking about it, but when push comes to shove, like they're all going to be standing in the room being like, dude, who's going to, like, he's still there, but like, we take it. Extremely brief NBA draft thoughts. I think Banchero should go one, then Jabari. Banchero is so much better than Jabari Smith, dude. They're not even in the same caliber. I'm sorry, but just me personally, I don't even think they're. I think it's like apples and oranges. I think Banchero is so much better. It's scary, dude. Football coaches are cocky and will take someone a lot of people think is bad. They do. A lot of people do that shit. I had no idea. Yeah, everybody wants to be a genius. That's all drafts. Everybody wants to be a genius. You see it in the NBA a lot too, where there's some rando fucking 9 pick like a Isaiah, whatever the fuck his name was from Kentucky a couple years ago, Isaiah Jackson, that's gonna sit in the D League or on the fucking end of the bench forever. I loved what Banchero did in the tourney. He showed a lot. Yeah, he's just young, and you can teach young, but he's got the heart and he's got the skill and he's got the body. I mean, that guy. His body is like the closest body that we had. He's NBA ready body. He's got like a fucking body that can develop into like a LeBron body. He can be like LeBron, but with deft touch and actual heart. Intelligence is way overlooked at QB. I agree. I don't think Matt Corral is very smart. I don't think Kenny Pickett's very smart. I'm not sure about Malik Willis. He actually seems smarter than the other two. Would you guys agree that he's probably the smartest? I think Desmond Ridder is relatively smart, but just he can't throw enough. Sam Howell, because Sam Howell had a terrible job, and I think I could predict Sam Howell better. I would take Sam Howell out of all of these guys. He would be my top quarterback now that we're talking about it a little bit. I remember watching him for the first time. It was crazy. That Herbert Jones for New Orleans is a special player. If anybody watched my NBA draft shit, I put Herb Jones getting drafted in the top 10 or top 12, something like that. If you go back and look at my mock draft stuff, I had Herb Jones going in like the top 12. Him falling to the second round is fucking absurd. Same thing. Fucking Morris for the Nuggets fell to unreasonably low depths. These GMs don't watch basketball. But if anybody goes back and watches that, you'll see me projecting Herb Jones in like the definitely top 15. I think I put him at like 12 or 13. But Herb Jones, yeah, dude, he does everything right in basketball. He's so much better. Do you know the Wonderlic test? I do know it. Pickett got a 17. That's fucking hilarious. Malik Willis got a 32. He does seem to have very good feel for like at least tucking and running. Not throwing balls into too much danger yet. How much danger is there in the league he's playing in? So I think Malik Willis is interesting. I think Sam Howell is more proven. I think Sam Howell also had like a crazy job. Yeah, Corral got a 15. Yeah, he's stupid. I mean, you watch Matt Corral play. Nobody's like, this guy's going to fucking ace the Wonderlic. Damn, you like that read? Come on, give me a cup. Marty, give me a proper two. I just nailed for all of them. Do we have what's his face got on the Wonderlic? Do we have Sam Howell? I'd say Sam Howell was dead in the middle. Was Sam Howell like dead in the middle? You don't go to Ole Miss and actually come out with half a brain. Yeah, it makes sense. Can we see what Sam Howell got on the Wonderlic? I think Howell got a 34. Yeah, Sam Howell. I think I would take Sam Howell first for sure. Only beat by Zappe at 35. Is Zappe the Western Kentucky quarterback that I don't like very much? That transferred up from some turd school for a season, had a really good year at Western Kentucky, and now people are going to take him in the NFL draft. Yeah, I mean, if I'm a GM, I'm not salivating at that one. Although you bet on a brain, I can do that in the 7th round. I'll take him in the 7th. He's got a cool last name too. Sell some jerseys if you get it correctly. I mean, you get that one correctly, you got jersey sales for the next X years, right? I mean, how many cult guys? Zappe. Sauce Gardner would be first over if I was drafted. I can't wait to laugh at the team taking pick in the first round. Dude, nobody. Marty, you're not going to get that laugh. There's nobody that fucking dumb. Sauce Gardner is a sick name. Wait, is there a guy named Sauce Gardner, or is that Ahmad Gardner's nickname? Ahmad Gardner's fucking delicious. I think there will be. Dude, how could somebody be so dumb as to take Kenny Pickett? Have they watched a game of fucking football? That guy looks like he has no clue what's going on all the time. Oh, same guy. His nickname's Sauce. That's a sick nickname for a lead cornerback. Gardner's tough too, man. That kid, I think he's the kind of guy, like, mentality-wise, I think will evolve into a guy that will have no problem going up against anybody in the league, taking it wildly personally. And fucking, I like Ahmad Gardner a lot. I would arguably draft him first overall. For me right now, what I'm looking at, I mean, I would take either Gardner or, I mean, you can't really select Gardner first overall, just trade back. I guess Aiden Hutchinson I would take. He seems to look pretty real deal. He's got the Ramsey edge. I agree. Whoa, Jalen Ramsey vibes. He's got that Ramsey edge at the same time. Carson and Marty at the same time with the same take. I like it. Fucking, that's why we all gravitate to the same spot, eh, boys? Yeah, I agree, man. I fucking agree. And yet, I mean, that's what everybody used to have that edge before everybody was soft. Like, you look at fucking old-time cornerbacks, man. Got to have that edge. You got to get under their skin. You got to. It's like it's the most like difficult job. I mean, quarterback obviously, but you're thinking about too much to be talking shit. But you got to. It's a big like fucking territory type thing. Cornerback. I think I like that. I definitely agree with that. And I agree with the Ramsey take. I fucking definitely agree. I like Thibodeau a lot. Thibodeau is pretty sick. All right. We've been going for a bit. Anybody got any lasties, or you want to roll out? We'll come back with more prop shit. I want to take a look at some stuff. I'm gonna come with at least a few props. This is the worst draft since like Eric Fisher went to the Chiefs. Holy shit. That's actually like probably fucking on point, Carson. Yeah. Marty agrees. Yeah, I think it probably is. Damn, that was a bad draft. Yeah, this is eerily reminiscent. But there's a couple. I wonder who went in that draft. Did any like sneaky gems go in the top 10? So that was 2012. Or 2013. Oh, you done? Oh, thanks so much. All right, my landscaper's done coincidentally. We got to go, brothers. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hope everybody has a wonderful day, guys.